Alright, guys, the countdown is over. Time to start. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vaidya's Chess Hub. And it is the time for us to do some tactics. We have started with a theme attraction, where by way of sacrifice, by way of decoy, you bring the pieces where you want them on the squares where you want them, and then go for the win. Let's start with some messages. Well, we have Saurish joining us well and truly on time. Hitesh is here, one of the moderators. Mohit yet again has joined us. So Mohit, keep a track of how many lectures were you able to attend successfully, because he's got some classes, he says. Aryan is here. Well, I hope that you have watched the feedback. Those guys who missed the feedback on Saturday due to some reason. Aryan says YouTube updated all the features. I didn't quite catch that, but tell me what did I miss there. Okay, so yeah, okay, Rupak is here, and Namish is here, Ayush is here, Rayansh is here, which is great news. Now, there are two things before we get started with the position number one for today. The target can be 30 out of 30 today, because this is a second session. Next time you can try for even a bold 40. That's tomorrow, by the way. Number one is that by the end of this week, I will reveal the holidays. Okay, I will reveal all the days when the hub will enjoy the holiday on account of Ganesh festivities. That will happen by the end of this week. I'm not very sure when, but yeah. Aaron is saying that's a donation options, emoji options have changed. Okay, that's the update that we're talking about here. The other thing is, I want someone from the group to take responsibility as far as the tournaments for the juniors are concerned. That is recommendation to the juniors. So, for example, somebody like Itesh, somebody like Aryan might, be the one to take that responsibility, and they might guide the juniors who are below 1300, 1500 about the good tournaments that they can participate. So maybe, someone can do that. Namish says, I have volunteered for it, so can I do that? Well, we'll see if one of them, Itesh or Ant-Man, is willing to take that responsibility. Otherwise, Namish has said that I am willing to do so. Even Aryan is willing to do so. So Ant-Man, I've certainly said you can be one of them. So go ahead and officially you can be appointed. Don't worry, Aryan and Namish, there will be other responsibilities that I'll share with you guys, I promise. So listen to this very carefully. Ayush, Ant-Man, your responsibility is using the Telegram group, guide the kids who are under 1500 or under 1300, because what I've seen they mostly do, and type it in the chat if you're understanding what I'm saying, they mostly select the wrong tournament to play. Either they go for the under 2000 category because they think that they are under 2000, but they are also under 1300 at times, is it not? Or the bigger blunder is they end up playing the hourly arena, which is like sad. Okay, so you can tell them and share even the link of that tournament. Why not? That would be a good idea. Share the link of the tournament, and that will help the juniors find the right kind of a tournament. So that's very important. Jay is asking, can I do that? Jay, you already have the responsibility of being the moderator and creating Monday's tournament. So I think that this can be delegated to Ant-Man. And of course, Namish and Aryan, don't be disappointed. You will definitely have some other responsibility in the times to come. Attraction is the tactic that we are going to use today. Target is 30 out of 30. Let's see. I mean, 80% is what we aim, but 90% is what we end up always, which is a great thing. And we have about an hour and 1 minute for this. So let's get started. I hope that you would like this setup. Now what I've done is to play in Leech's background with the bigger board. So now you shouldn't really complain about the coordinates not being visible. This is the best that I can do. I hope that you will enjoy this. Okay. Now, Abir is here. Abir, let me tell you that you will definitely be one student for the feedback this Saturday. 100% you will be one of them. So, surely. Now, this is white to play our first position. People have enjoyed this new look. Yes, now the board is clearer. It was always clear, but the thing is, it was not as big as this one. Very important. Rupak defeated Archbishop King. That's Aryan. That is nice. Answers coming up. And man, it mostly should be blitz, not bullet. It can be blitz, rapid, blitz or rapid. Keep it in between that. Blitz and rapid. I'll make it very clear. Jai can type this for Ayush. So Ayush recommend them blitz and rapid tournaments, but please, 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 both under 1300 and under 1500 so that they can make a good decision and copy the link and put that on the Telegram group. Answers coming up, guys. Rook h8 check, king takes h8, queen h2 check, and queen h7 checkmate because of the bishop. And if everything is forced, we all know that it is a mating net pattern. So people say that let's give up this rook because then queen will have the square. So it's a square vacation. And the attraction is to bring the king forcibly to h8. When the king retreats to g8 where it is now, the queen will then deliver the checkmate from this h7 square with the help of this lovely bishop. Okay. So answers coming up and everybody seems to like that idea. So I am really convinced that everybody is going to get 1 out of 1 at least. See how nice this pattern is. So this was also like a square vacation. The queen had to come up. It's like the L, but the queen needed that square. So 1 out of 1. Namish defeated Kavish. Okay. Score time 1 out of 1, 1 out of 1, 1 out of 1 even for Ritesh, the moderator, Sagar, very good. Rayansh, 1 out of 1, that's nice. Next one is also white to play. Here it involves an advanced pawn. I like that. Who's keeping the score? Jay as usual, right? Jay can keep the score. If you get it wrong, Jay, then make it as my personal score and overall score. Rook takes d8, rook takes d8, rook c8, which is a pin. Which is a pin, mind you, which will be a pin. So guys, rook takes, and then when black takes back, then you'll have the other rook joining the action, and it will be a pin. So if rook takes rook, then pawn will take, and by the way, it will be a promotion on c8 square. So it will be d takes c8. Yes, regarding pawn promotion, right? So let's see. Yeah, d takes c8 equal to queen. That's what is the answer. Pawn to glory with a murdered spelling of glory is Glory is double O. When did that happen? Arya Mahakal also believes the same. You can see his line. Let's do that. Let's exchange. Guys, this is a very, very common winning idea, okay? Now, when I put the rook there with the help of the pawn, notice the pin. And that is why the pawn's promotion cannot be stopped. Well, in this case, black has done the right thing. Doesn't want to give the queen. So, okay, here we go. And now after this, yes, definitely for sure, you go whichever square you want really. And then you can just allow this capture, but then take the pawn in return. I can go whichever way. With the rook, it's clearly winning. Score time, please. 2 out of 2 for Granth as well. Nice. Sagar is a 2 out of 2. Like that. Yes, it is not a holiday today. I'll let you know. As I said, by the end of this week, I'll let you know the holidays for the Ganesha festival. 2 of the holidays that we'll have will not bother because one's I think a Friday or we don't stream anyway, and the other one is Sunday. So that's the main thing. Okay, so there will be probably 3 days other than that where we'll have the holiday. Overall five, but two of them are the days when we don't stream, so that will not matter. Answers coming up. Rook takes h7, king takes h7, rook h3, bishop h5, and rook takes h5 checkmate. Those who have typed rook h3 checkmate will deduct half a point. Namish, you will deduct half a point, Namish. Namish, you will deduct half a point. You said rook h3 mate, that will not be mate. The bishop will block this. Bishop will block the check. Okay, after the sacrifice, the bishop will block it. And then the rook will take on h5. And that shall be the checkmate. Very, very beautiful checkmate. The bishop has the dangerous squares g6 and g8 covered. Granth and Namisha, those who said rook h3 checkmate will deduct their point because they did not see this bishop blocking it. Because it's important to realize not to take with the bishop. I mean, the bishop can be taken both ways. It's the rook that takes the bishop. That is why they should deduct the points. Score time. 3 out of 3 for Hitesh. The beautiful checkmate is Sagar at 3. Black to plays the next position. Namesh doing the right thing, deducting half a point there. So is Granth. Black to play, guys. Namesh is still sad. Why? Yeah, because he miscalculated, dear. Why did he miss it? Happens. It was a checkmate. It's just that bishop blocks it. Don't worry. Namish, you know the rule. I'm going to give you some encouragement. Okay. Namish, you know the rules, right? The rules are if you get, if you 0.5, if you continue to get full marks now, that 0.5 can be rounded off. Someone can type for him in the chat. Don't be so sad. It's a deduction of half a point and you can always round it off. That's perfectly what you can do well within the rules. We've established that. Queen takes h2, king takes h2, rook h6, queen blocking it. Namish did. I hope that you did not miss the mate this time, Namish. Oh, Namish, this time also you will deduct half a mark. Oh, please type something for Namish in the chat. Namish, you will deduct half a point again. Look what you have typed. I've highlighted your message. Again, you thought rook h6 is checkmate. The queen will block it. There will be a rook, the sacrifice of the queen, and after king takes it, then there will be a rook check, and boy, again you missed this queen blocking it. Oh, Namish, what's happening? The queen block, you missed it. On the screen, I've highlighted your message. Oh, you're going to deduct half a point again. So now you're 1 full point down. Next time onwards, probably you'll have to be a little more careful because you don't want to fall below 90% and below 80% is fail. You cannot fall below 80%. Well, that's certainly not done. That's not good. Okay. Yes, now 0.5 will not work. He'll always be 1 point less. Let's do that. Yeah. The queen block, Namish. Anyway, stay above 90%. Okay, stay above 90%. The next one is going to be white to play. Yeah, super annoyed is Namish there. Today people are happy because the board is much bigger. It's clearer. It's nice, is it not? Yeah. You see all the pieces very clearly. Answers coming up. Oh, I think Rayan, this answer is for the last one, right? Refresh the stream and start watching it. Stay up to date. I think this answer is probably for the last position. White to play here. What are you going to do? Guys, looks like you can set up a tactic here. Attraction, is it not? Well, this one is a very nice situation where you can utilize this tactic of attraction. You want black pieces or particularly one of the piece to be a square, where you can get the decisive winning advantage. Jay says bishop takes d7 check, king takes d7, rook takes b7 check, which will be a skewer. So Jay's idea is let's take the bishop, and after king takes back, you have this rook takes b7, setting up this lovely skewer. Yeah. So bishop takes d7 seems to be a move like most people would agree. I think Rupak is saying he doesn't know the answer, but I think now you should consider the arrows. Rupak, let me know now if you agree with what people are saying. Now I have even drawn the arrows, is it not? The green represent our moves. Blue arrow is the opponent's move. Let me know, Rupak, if you like this idea. He's saying yes, he definitely likes our idea. The bishop. Guys, one thing is for sure, always watch out for the hanging pieces. Most of the tactics, they revolve around the hanging pieces. So, yeah. The bishop on g7 is hanging. Watch this lovely idea. Okay. Well done. Score time. Next one is black to play. So far, we are doing a wonderful work. Most of our students are. I think Radesh joined late, so he's typing the score accordingly. Radesh, just type it according to the number of positions that you're done, okay? Don't worry about anything else. Jay is with the full score. Rayansh with the full score. Sagar has full score as well. Dishen with the full score. Arya Mahakal with the full score. Okay, that's nice. Saudesh with the 100% score as well. Black to play next position. 30 is the target for today. Maybe Aryan, you can have one responsibility. So Radesh, why are you typing 3 out of 5? You got two positions wrong or you joined late? Because if you joined late, you can type it as 3 out of 3. Hey, Pooja ma'am is here. Hello, Pooja ma'am. Jay says it's a mating net. Queen d1 check, rook f1 blocks, queen takes f1, rook king takes f1, and rook d1 is checkmate. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Aryan, that one responsibility for you is, he's asking what responsibility? After half an hour, let us know whether, we are on track because our target is 30, right? So by 6:30, we should be at 15. That's the responsibility. So let me know. Yeah, Radesh, you should calculate accordingly and type the score. Okay, if you joined late, just tell me how many positions were you there for, and accordingly you can type the score. Aryan says sure. Well, I think Jay's answer was so precise, is it not? So precise. Hey, hi, Hari. Hari, where are you from? I hope you are from India and happy Dahi Handi. By the way, guys, I hope you are all missing the action here in Maharashtra. We are missing the action, all due to the the COVID pandemic thing. It's black to play and it's a mating net. So let's see. Rook, queen check. The rook will block it. The queen will take the rook. King takes, obviously, and then the other rook will also join forces. And therefore, I think this will be a good ladder mate. So let's try and execute that. It's a sacrifice of the queen, but this is a lovely kind of a ladder mate. Love that. Yes, everybody is welcoming Hari. Corona is best and worst. Namish, I would like to know more from you. Why do you say it's the best and the worst? What is silver lining for you? Well, everybody has had some silver lining for sure. Hari is being welcomed by everybody. Good to know that. Hari, how old are you, man? How often do you play chess, Hari? Yes, everybody's missing the festivity, the celebration, Janmashtami. Yeah, sure. Now this one, next one please, is black to play. He's 31 and he plays chess every day. So welcome. And now try to participate as much as you can. And if you get it right, Hari, then definitely you can go ahead and type your score. Guys, he's 31 and he plays chess regularly. Welcome. 6 out of 6. Yeah, now here is Namish clarifying why he's saying that Corona is worst and the best. Because the online school, and worse because I can't move our finger out of the house. Well, that's not true. Now you can definitely go out, of course, but then you have to maintain the rules of the social distancing and everything. Answers coming up. Queen takes h3 check here. Queen takes h3. What a bold queen sacrifice. But again, I would want people not to miss the block. The bishop will block the check. Nanish, I hope you are alert this time. So maybe we start with the queen sacrifice. This is a beautiful idea. And later, of course, the king takes his force. That move is forced. Then we continue with rook check. The bishop will block it. Please do not miss it. And finally, rook takes bishop will be a checkmate. And that will again be a ladder kind of a thing. I'm sure Hari agrees with that. Maybe he saw that. Maybe his typing is a little on the slower side, or maybe uh, he is thinking about the answer. Beautiful. Oh, there was a queen block as well. Now let us be honest. Let us be honest. How many people also knew about the queen block? Yes, yes, the queen block, man. The queen block. Hasty in typing the answer or what? Everybody calculated that, right? Sure. RN is saying I typed that. Surely everybody knew that, right? More importantly, did you type that? Saurish is also saying I also typed that. 7 out of 7. Huh? That's nice. People are at 100% score. Namish is at a 90% score, I believe. He's saying I was typing, but I was on iPhone, so the typing was a little slow. Okay, we'll give you that. Next one is white to play. Hurry, let us know if you got it right, man. If you got this right, let me know. I mean, you didn't type the entire line, but I would like to believe that you got this right. Rayansh, refresh your stream because now you are getting the answer for the previous position. So try to refresh the stream here. Queen takes d5, queen takes d5, knight c7, fork. Whoa, what a beautiful idea this is. We'll do this. And then look at this lovely family fork. Well, okay, somebody can educate. Jai, Itesh, let's educate the masses. So this kind of a fork is known as a family fork. And what we at the Vaidya's Chess Hub call this is a gang fork. That's what we call. Yeah, we call this a gang fork. Everybody at the hub calls it a gang fork. For some strange reason, we have this word that we coined at the hub. They feel everything everywhere is attacked. So they have given it a name like gang fork. Let me know if you like that word, that terminology. I think this is cool. Queen takes knight, and the queen will be attracted exactly to the square where we want it. So that's a great idea. That's good. Okay. So let's execute that. I think everybody likes that idea. Everybody, family fork at the hub, we call it gang fork. Exactly. So waiting for the hub to reopen, maybe October, November time. Yeah, post Diwali, I don't know, or maybe from Diwali. Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed, guys. Guys, this particular situation here, I'm saying, is what we call at the Vaidya Chess Hub as gang fork. Family fork or royal fork are the other names that you will hear. Score time, mostly 100%. I think Hari joined late, so maybe he can tell us if his score is 1 out of 1, 2 out of 2. Maybe he was not there from the start, but whatever it is. Is there another queen sacrifice here? Or are there variations? Guys, if for this position you see some variations, you should go ahead and type the variations, okay? Please, if there are variations, don't just type one thing. If you see some variations in this position, take your time, but make sure that your answer is with the variation. That's right, Namish. We have to adapt to this particular new lifestyle, but hopefully this pandemic will give us some respite. Itesh, what did I just say? So maybe Itesh, you are probably not going to get full marks here. I wanted the variation. Look at Jay's answer here. Oh, meanwhile, Dishen wants me to give some clues with the arrows. Really? It's a second lecture, right? Should I give you arrows? Oh, that's not fair. If you demand arrows, the second one. Oh, come on. Second lecture, right? The first lecture I did try to give you all the arrows. Jay typed all the variations. Jay, I completely agree with you. Jay is saying no need for the arrows. This is a second session, sir. Dishen, no problem. Try to think. Hitesh should deduct half a point. He gave me one variation. I told you take your time, but there are variations here. Guys, this is not forced, okay? Whenever your opponent has a choice, it becomes variations. And so, as a good student, you should always try to give me the now Itesh types the variation. But come on, Itesh, let's be honest about it. Got to deduct half a point, shouldn't you? I think you should. You know that better. Arya again with the complete variation. Ant-Man also with the variation. So don't press the enter button then. Hitesh is saying, sir, I was typing the second variation. Then do it in one message and then only hit the enter button. Otherwise, it will go out as two separate messages. And then people will have a chance to pinpoint the error. Okay, so the rook takes, the first variation is if the king goes down to h8, then queen takes h6 is checkmate. The other line is after rook takes g7 check. If the rook takes back, then with the help of the knight, queen will deliver checkmate on this h6 square. Purvesh is with us. No, Namish, I don't think Arya copied. I think Arya is someone who gives answers honestly. Let's do that, guys. Let's see what the computer will play. Okay, sure. That's the variation. So the other variation, guys, if the rook did not take, the other variation we are talking about the king going to h8 and then queen takes h6 is checkmate. So please make sure that you type your score very honestly. When the king goes back, what happens? If the rook takes, what happens? If the rook takes, then queen h6 check, king g8, queen g7 checkmate. And if the king goes back, then of course there is queen takes h6 checkmate. The next one is white. 7 out of 8, full score for most. Yeah, Saurish, I think you missed that king g8 move, right? That's why your message. What? Wait, he's saying. Surely that's what is the problem, I feel. Everyone should deduct half a point. Not everyone. Those who missed king g8, only those should deduct, Aryan. I don't think everybody should deduct, yeah? Yeah, not everyone. Oh, answers coming up for this one already. I think it's a back rank weakness. Itesh, correct answer. Next time you can also add the name of the tactic. I think it's back rank weakness. So the attraction is that we are going to bring the king to f8. The king will be lured or maybe forced. Lured is not the right word here. It's almost forced. Itesh showing how not to use the caps lock. Everybody agrees with that? How not to use the caps lock by Itesh. A lesson by Master Itesh. How not to use the caps lock. Look what he has done there. Itesh doing it correctly this time. Namish doesn't like the autocorrector. So first the rook sacrifice, bringing the king. Guys, the power of the queen can be even felt with the in such positions. I mean, look at that. Because it's a queen check, the rook could not have delivered a checkmate from this spot. Okay. By the way, BRW is back rank weakness. So look at this. This is the power of the queen. Guys, there is no question of knight h5 in that one. Aryan, I think the only thing was king g8. That's only what I wanted. Everything else was pretty forced. Rook takes g7 check. After that, there was only king h8, the variation and the other variation, but there was king g8 in that. Otherwise, everything was perfectly okay. Jay has no reason to deduct any points at all. Next one, please. It's white to play. Sagar is at 100% score. Aryan, in about 7 minutes, please let us know if we are on track for 30 out of 30 or if we are a little slow. What should we do in this position? Oh, again, this position. Oh, I just told you something about the queen. Guys, I just told you something about the queen. You can utilize that idea here, I think. Yeah, people are, I think they've got the clue. I just highlighted the difference between the queen and the rook in the last position, remember? So we probably will get this right. This position exactly underlines what I just said in the last position. The power of the queen controls diagonally as well, is it not? Dishan, I know 70 minutes for the leg. What, 70 minutes? What about 70 minutes? I was talking about Aryan's responsibility. Don't worry. Hey, Pooja ma'am, with the answer as well. That's nice. That's always good. Okay, let's execute this. Rook takes check. Force move, and then the power of the queen that I highlighted. Controlling even the negative, the diagonal move. What a sacrifice of the rook that was. Honestly, now the score, please, guys. 11 out of 11. There are a lot of people. White to play, guys. Next one is white to play. Radesh joined late. That's why he's giving a score as 9 out of 9. Guys, I've told you if the position repeats, what you're going to do. It is better that we stick to the tick marks, the green tick marks that you see on the board. It's better we stick to that, guys. What are we going to do here? What is the attraction thing? We can become a piece up here. Rupak gave us an update. Aryan can also do that. Guys, a full thing, guys. Not the first move. Yes, so rook a8 check starts everything. And I think rook f8 is forced. The king has nowhere to go. Or maybe bishop b8. That is the only variation. Guys, it's really, of course, silly for the bishop to block it. Nonetheless, variation. So I think it will be the rook blocking move. Then the rook can take, the king can take. And then we have this knight takes pawn, which will be a fork. We pick up the bishop. And if you have understood this, nobody's copying anybody's work. I don't think so. Pooja ma'am also agrees with rook a8 check. That is fantastic. I like it when you support each other like that. Fantastic, guys. Good work there, guys. Good work. Very, very good. Very neat, very clean, very nice. Good work, guys. I don't think bishop f8. I don't think, bishop to b8 is what he will do. I don't think so. Oh, the score, don't type it already. Let's just do it first. Guys, this is the main part of this attraction, I think. Because now we'll have this beautiful night thing. Guys, now people will enjoy the demo game more. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. We'll enjoy the demo games more now because the board is of that dimension. It will be pleasurable to watch the demo games, guys. What say about that? I think you will enjoy the demo game more here. No doubt about it. And I'll use my piece settings. These are not exactly the pieces that I love. In fact, let's do it now. Let me use my favorite theme, of course, the first one, and the pieces that I love. Okay, where are those pieces? Guys, just a minute, please. Yeah, this one. This is the one. That's my favorite setup. I like that. This gives me a better feel because these pieces are like those magnetic demo board in the hub. Guys, how many people remember the magnetic board from the hub? You remember that? Yeah, you used to remember the students used to also come to the board and give the demo using the magnetic board. I hope you remember that. Yeah. So the pieces over here, why I like this in particular, I could use a green board as well. That will then be the perfect replica of the magnetic demo board. But this one also is pretty close to that. The pieces, the designing of the pieces is close to that. They're very clear. Yeah, Miss Prajna and even Manas did that. I think Arya, you can type it, right? Arya, type a line about it. Like Manas did give a lecture. And what was it about? The students used to come one by one there and probably explain the positions. Well, Ayush, obviously you don't remember because you have not been at the hub yet due to the COVID-19 thing. But don't you worry, the time will come, yeah? And imagine those who have not been to the hub, there are so many exciting things waiting for you, is it not? Aryan, Abir, Ant-Man. I'm telling you, this is incredible because when you actually will be at the hub, you will probably be, playing over the board instead of online. There'll be magnetic board. We have the projector. Somebody comment on that. What? You remember we used to do this coordinates game and demo game actually using the projector where all the students used to enjoy. Used to be student competitions as well, where I used to give a checkmate challenge with a countdown timer. Some fun. Talk of some fun. Seniors, yeah. And very very important is that we had the experience of actually using the chess clocks. Yeah, digitally, of course, over here online you have the clock, but come on, you don't get the feel of pressing the chess clock, setting the clock. Well, seniors actually enjoyed that. Yeah, sure. Like Jay gave a lecture on castling about, yeah, sure. But of course, I'm talking about a magnetic chessboard in the hub. The coordinate game on the projector was fun, of course. And let's not forget the uniform, guys, the uniform. So those who are only with us have been with us for the online sessions. Those are so many things. Yeah, the game between Grandmaster Vishwanathan Anand and Grandmaster Pragnananda. Please use GM, guys. Respect the players. They're awesome players. Grandmaster Vishwanathan Anand and Grandmaster Pragnananda. And the seniors used to enjoy setting the clocks. Aryan, that's right. So we used to have those uh, digity clocks, and the seniors used to help the juniors, used to teach them how to set the clock. And by the way, because of those clocks, we used to play. If Jay remembers well, Jay and Rayansh, Aryan, maybe you remember Arya, maybe we used to have this hourglass. You remember the hourglass chess time control where your opponent's time will keep ticking until he makes the move, and your clock will increment 1 second on both the sides will go in the reverse direction. I hope you remember. It should be fun, man. Nami says that I never liked the clock. Like, why? Come on. Isn't that your friend? If your opponent, imagine he just sits there doing nothing. What are you going to do? By the way, I hope you remember the rules of the clocks that he's saying. The clock is placed normally to the right hand side of the player playing with the black pieces. Sure, sure, sure. Aryan doesn't remember that. Well, Arya Mahakal does not remember that. So, guys, all in all, I came on the main camp because all this fun is there to be enjoyed. And yes, I'll include those photos. Yeah, we are going to remember we talked about one photo slide that slideshow will have for the memories. I'll include everything here so that you'll enjoy. Anyway, Rayanshu never played Hourglass. Tough to believe, really. All right, guys, back to this position. Black to play. Everybody is waiting for this one question to be answered, Rupak. Not just you, even me. Namish, like the corona, is also saying even for the clocks is good and bad rules. Yeah, old photos and videos. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's take a look at some old videos as well. Doesn't matter if we repeat some videos. It's always fun. Yes, yes. There was one lecture I took on memories. Yes. And also, if you remember, on the prizes the students got. If you remember, that one was awesome. I shared images taken at the chess tournament venues. If you remember. Meanwhile, Namish is reminding everybody that he's already answered this position. Already. Ooh. So what's it? Is that the fork? Do you like this pawn capture fork? So that the king would take and then we'd have this nice knight fork here. You like that idea? Aryan's task time, yeah. So Aryan now says we've completed 12 positions. So we are a little slow. A little slow. Not all that slow. Let's finish this one off. That's an easy one. All right then. Score time, please. And type the score honestly. The next one is also black to play. The target is to reach 30 positions, but you all know. Hey, picnic, yes, guys. Also, oh, how can I forget that? We last year also we had planned. Had the corona thing not happened, we were planning on a picnic, guys. Aryan and Ant Man, let me know. You'd love that, right? The seniors also wanted to join. We talked about a picnic last year, man. We almost decided that this year would go, and then corona hit us big time, sadly. Guys, we when we say 30 positions, we can do 29, and the last one can be homework. Guys, this one again highlights. We're talking of OMGB. It's time for Ganpati Bappa also, is it not? To bless us. Talking of OMGB. Oh, Ayush, Ant-Man doesn't know. We were planning, like the schools go for picnic, we were also going to uh, have a plan of, we also had decided that Vaidya Chess Hub will also organize a nice picnic. That'll be fun. We'll go with our chessboards, clocks. It'll be fun. We'll have a bus, and then we'll probably, of course, there will be a stay because most students, guys, let me tell you, most students voted for a stay picnic. Like we'll go one day, there'll be a night stay, like a campfire or something, and the next day we'll return. Most students opted for that kind of picnic. Let me know if you like that kind of a picnic. And well, the venue was not decided. And also, one more important thing is at least one parent should be with you. At least if they both want to come, well, welcome. Because then they should also have fun. They'll learn chess. They'll see your performances. They'll also probably join us in songs. So that'll be fun. So maybe one parent with you, or maybe both. Rayansh is saying, oh yes, so we want stay picnic. Ah, definitely. So if 2021 doesn't allow us, then at least 2022. How many people think, yeah, 2022 does look possible, right? Keep your fingers crossed, as they say. Anyway, back to the point here. Guys, this position again, the same thing that I highlighted a few positions ago. The power of the queen, guys. Look how queen controls the diagonal as well. Score time. Hey, Jay. Jay. No, Jay. 2025. Oh, 20. Oh, no. Jay, don't make us wait till the next Olympics. No, let's hope that this year it ends, Jay. I know, it's being very boring. Of course, Jay must have been sarcastic there. Let's hope 2020. Whoa, 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 whoa. Seriously. Itesh agreed with Jay. Itesh, you agree with Jay. But you want to wait 4 years for the picnic? What's wrong with people? Itesh, no. Itesh agrees with Jay. Like for the answer or for 2025? That was not clear. 2022, yeah. Saurish thinks no, we'll have to wait 2 years. Oh, come on. This is 2021. What, 2 years you think? Ah, no. Namish, why being so pessimistic? I don't know. Anyway, people, what do you want to do here? Attraction. 2022 is the last. Yes, Arya Mahakal is right. I just want it to end soon. Yeah, let's good riddance. I mean, let's get rid of this. I mean, life's changed. Lives have changed, right? Yeah. Aryan is being overly optimistic as Jay is being overly pessimistic. Maybe I don't know. He's saying 1st September. Tomorrow it should end. No. Guys, I think the idea looks cool here. Rook takes bishop, and after Rook takes back, I think we'll have this bishop. Nice. This is good for guys. You can use these tactical lectures when you play your games, and this is very, very important. Oh, what a beautiful tactic that was. It says no one's going to come out of their house, so now I'm bored. No, Hitesh. Of course, we have to follow social distancing and other things. Want those things followed properly. So, okay, answers for this one. Rook d8 is mate. Are you sure? Anything that blocks? Again, Rayansh is answering for the previous position. Rayansh, you need to keep yourself up to date, my dear. Yeah, Rayansh, you have a message for by Aryan. You should refresh the stream, man. Nothing blocks. Aryan has checked it. So it's a mating net. If everything is first, as the van friend is saying, the queen takes and then rook check and checkmate. Notice the role of this knight. Beautiful role of the knight there, covering the escape square. 16 out of 16 for Jay. Jay, you're being impressive. You have been very impressive lately, Jay. This one is black to play. Score time, guys. And point 0.5 deducted by Aryan. Jay, you're strongly welcome. Full score for Ant-Man. Black to play, guys. Rook takes f1. Well, is there anything to take on f1? Queen takes f1. Itesh, what are you typing? Should Itesh deduct half a point? Guys, should Itesh deduct half a point? Queen takes f1, right? What does Itesh type? Rook takes f1. Itesh is queen takes f1. Okay. Notice again the role of this rook. Did not let the king escape the open file. That's nice. Aryan, why should he have full point? It's queen takes f1. He said rook takes f1. No. So why? Next one is white to play. Guys, this one is a nice discovered check. Okay. Come on. This one is really a nice discovered thing, and I have no doubt that you would love solving this position. Discovered, yeah, discovered attack. The pawn moves and the bishop is going to give the check, right? Arya Mahakal also with a clean score, 100% score, which is interesting. Guys, again, queen can block. Please don't forget the queen can block the check. The queen can block the check after a d6. Please remember that. After d6 check, the queen can block the check, but the bishop will still take, of course. And if the bishop blocks it, then the pawn takes queen. So either way. But yeah, it's the tactic to win the queen here. So the attraction is to bring the queen, force the queen to go to the e7 square. Let's do that. That's nice. I was saying that even the queen could have blocked the check on either squares. Guys, there were two squares to block it. Should we go here? I think we should go here, right? Now, which square was better to go? I think this one is better. Yeah, because then if we take here, the bishop would come here. Then we'll have to give the check and then go for the queen. This one is just better. That one is good. Next one, please. White to play. What can be done here? Is it like a windmill, guys? Is this one? Is this like a windmill? The windmill tactic. Because the bishop and the rook is on the h file. The bishop can check on h7. You guys can probably. Guys, go by the green tick marks. No, we did not solve this. I disagree. We did not solve this. Guys, what are you talking about, queen h7? This is a different position. So bishop g8, that's the way to go. Hitesh is right. Mating net, forced. The bishop, Nami says, sir, hi, I was this. Got the point. Guys, that's a nice chat. Guys, that's a nice chat line. Look at that. I was this connected. Got that. Beautiful, guys. Some comments about this comment. Why are people typing the score even before we do this? Next position is white to play, and I think we have done this, but we have decided that we are going to count the green arrows. Yeah, this position now is white to play. Jay with a clean score, 20 out of 20 is massive. Aryan with a 19 or 19 score. Count the green tick marks, guys. I've said that many a times now. Count the green tick marks. That's better than to keep a track of how many positions got repeated and this and that. Just count the green tick marks. That's okay. Guys, I think we are setting up a nice fork here, right? Answers coming up. So rook takes knight. And now this is a lovely setup. And we'll win the rook and the game. Next one is black to play. Score time, please. Again, the answers are for some of them. Sure, sure. Sagar has decided that because of the disconnection of, yeah, he probably used some other device to connect. It's okay. Count your score accordingly, Sagar, when you do so. Don't give yourself, incorrect or wrong or something like that. Don't think you got it wrong. Type your score accordingly. Sagar, you're back now. Good news. That was quick. Meanwhile, the Dishen with a very hopeless score, 21 out of 211, like the 10% score. Very bad. Type properly, people. Okay, so let's take with the rook, and then we'll have this nice fork here. Okay, next position is black to play. Attraction is the name of this tactic. Guys, the stream is very fluent. There is no lag, Aryan. I mean, I assure you there is no lag. Stream is as fluent as ever. No lag at all. Guys, what's the answer for this one now? Rook sacrifice. This one is probably a very, one of the most interesting positions we've done today. What's the best move here? The best move here. Namish likes butter. So Namish, even for butter, there is good and bad part. Good is that it's healthy. Bad is that if you eat too much, that's not good for you either. Too much oily stuff, buttery stuff is not good. Ah, okay. Guys, why have you gone quiet on this one? What's up, huh? Tough position with you. What do you think? Black to play here. Jai, what's up? Rook takes G7. Or should I give you arrows for this one? What do you think? Why are people getting disconnected? I don't know. Black to play here. I'm going to wait for your answer. Dishan would always, anytime, love it if I give arrows. So, sure. Do we do this? Do we do this? Do we do this? Or do we do this? Oh, or still is it none of these? Guys, I've given you four choices, four options, but still none of these is the fifth one that exists. And none of these does exist. So red is the worst. Okay. Mango for this shade. But why? Queen takes c2, king f1, queen takes g2, checkmate. Oh, we are aiming for a checkmate here. Guys, there's a variation. What if king f3? Ant-Man, you have done a good job, super job. But what if king f3? That's what you have to take into account, guys. A nice calculation. Very good. Ant-Man, praises, man, praises. Good, 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 good. So what people are referring to the mango is actually the chrome. Jai also likes the chrome, right? Jai type the color. Jai has not typed the color, but he's typed the variation. Guys, it's chrome. Chrome. Come on. Our senior Avdut Dada did teach us this. Is it not? It's chrome color. Come on, rising stars. So those who support the chrome should, well, give the variations as well. But anyway, that is the right move. Oh! And now, okay, so let's stick to the computer variation. So, Ojai is even improvising. It's yellow, or how do you even pronounce that? Well, Jai, Avdut said that is because he is an elementary student. I don't know. So maybe you can also help us with the, I don't know, the pronunciation of this yellow what? Okay. Now, not the exchange. They say no, not exchange. I think rook takes g2. Let's put the king away. Take the king away from the queen. Queen's only defender is the king. So let's get the king away from her. Yes, and now we can win the queen. Next one, please. It's black to play here. Yeah, rook takes g2 was the right one for the last one, okay? Oh, even Sagar agrees with that. Yellow. But what's the second word? And honest Ayush is going to deduct 1 full point. Honesty. What? But if you missed only a variation, you should deduct half a point, not 1 full point. So Ayush, I'm not sure what just happened there. The idea here is quite simple. And after king takes back, we have this lovely fork. Yeah, rook takes e2. I like that. Yeah, the green arrow. Yeah, I like that. Beautiful. Next one, please. Aryan, count the number of arrows and then tell us the speed. We have 6 minutes more. Guys, this one is easy. Let's not spend a lot of time on such positions. All the action is on the c2 square. Guys, let me know if you love this position, okay? All the action happened on c2 except for the mate. What a beautiful position, guys. Guys, honestly, let me know if you love this position. This one was awesome. Guys, this position was just awesome. We really, busted open the king. The white king was truly exposed here. What a position. Next one. Again, an easy one. I think this one is for a pawn. Guys, this one is for a pawn. That's it. This one wins a pawn for us. But of course, Cree helps us get a passed pawn. So Namish with all the cool icon. But how many of them? Well, two or three of them would have been fine. He gave us a full collection. Not spelled, pronounced. O-K-R-E. Okay. Okra. Okra. What's that? No, come on. Guys, this one is simple checkmate, right? No? Yeah. Beautiful checkmate pattern. Score time, please. Guys, I think we are done with this position, right? Last time we did that. So this one is a 28th position, guys. 28. So you can tell me your score out of 27. Jay, count the arrows. I think we are at 27th position. This one is the 28th position. You cannot be at 29. Are you crazy, Jay? What? Look at the score you have typed. I asked you to count the green tick marks, right? No, Jay, I think it's 27. Yeah, now that's the right score. 27. We have not even reached 28 and 29. This is the 28th position. Now what can we do here? What's the continuation for black here? The best one. Destroying the defender. Oh, the king is still not moving away from the rook. Now oh, beautiful. Only knight blocking it is the move, I believe. Yeah, that's really sad. And then you'll play this. The rook will have to move. So be very bad indeed. Okay, all right. Next position, please. Guys, now this is the score has to be out of 28. Okay, this is the 29th position. Okay. They typed at the same time. Okay. Guys, let's do it. Two more positions, 2 more minutes. Let's finish it at 30 out of 30. Tomorrow we'll have the last session of this and maybe demo game on Thursday. I think the rook sacrifice to get the queen. Clear the square for the queen for the beautiful checkmate on h7. With the help of this knight, guys. With the help of the knight. Last position for this lecture. Now the score has to be out of 29, guys. And this last one is black to play. I'll leave it to you. Guys, come on. This one I'll leave Completely up to you. Looks like this one is a checkmate, right? No? For. Okay. But a queen, right? We'll get a queen, right? If Hitesh is believed. Are there variations, Hitesh? If king f2, then rook takes queen, right? Simple as that, right? Knight takes e1. It's a fork. First, it's a, I mean, it's not a skewer on any occasion. First, also it's a fork because the rook is going to take the rook and it's a fork. And after queen takes, then again knight takes will be a new fork. Fantastic. Guys, some comments. 30 out of 30 is what we have reached. That was our target. Perfect 7. Perfect. Here are the things. The in charge is Ant-Man. So Ant-Man, please start suggesting good tournaments. The external tournaments on the Telegram group. Please remember that. Jay can type a message about that. Secondly, I'll let you know by the end of the week when we will have holidays on account of Ganesh festival. Next, Abir is certainly one of the students for the feedback this Saturday. Tomorrow we'll have this final episode of this attraction tactic, and on Thursday we'll have the the demo game. Oh, action packed. We have now the bigger board. People are enjoying that. So definitely you need to suggest on the Telegram group. Okay, we'll stop. Take care. Bye bye, guys. Enjoyed the lecture.